Hey guys, so this week's video is gonna be about a Q&A. And then the buff to live with, I don't know, because you're outside and your body is showing off. Like I just the juicy, yeah. So I first have to explain how I got to this subject. So this week it was pretty cool. Two of my friends that are in my class with me, they cornered me and said like, Renee, you have to stop giving us action and busyness and just sit down and talk to us. So I was like, no, but that's not exciting. And then they're like, no, we need to get to know you. And it's funny for me that I never thought about this, but I think putting yourself out there like that and saying, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I like, I think it's a pretty vulnerable space to be, but I also know that it is necessary to be authentic. So I thought, let me just do it. And it's actually funny, I'm pretty sure that this is my 30th video on YouTube, and I think this will be the first time that I'm just telling you guys about myself. I posted a photo on Instagram with that sticker where you can ask me anything. My first question that asked, where do I do my nails? So that's pretty funny because I don't do my nails. At the moment, they just have a plain clear coat on it, and I have never done my nails at a salon or like with tips or gel or French, like all those things. I've never done it before. I really like doing my own nails. I don't have anything against going to the salon and getting it done, but it's just more convenient for me to do it myself. This is basically my nail kit. So with all my colors. And then you dip it in there and it has the... So I do my nails at home, or what I also like to do is to take my Q-Tex with me, the color that I maybe want to put on, and then I take my clear coat and the color and I almost it and take it out when I'm bored or anything like that. So that's also something fun that I like to do. I also got a question of how do I keep balanced? So I have been asked this before because I think I'm quite busy. But I also try to be versatile in my different areas of healthy living. What I personally try to do is just to live in moderation. I really like to exercise, and I like a variety of exercises. I've done CrossFit and I did athletics and swimming at school, and at the moment I'm actually doing Kayla's BBG just because. And I'd like to start swimming again because it's getting hotter for summer, and I really love jogging. So I really like to be versatile in my exercising. But with that being said, I try to keep it to a minimum of 3 times a week and pushing it to maybe 6 times a week. The thing for exercising for me is that I like to be versatile in my training, but I also know that just being active, whatever you do, even if it is the same thing every day, it's just good to be active. And I always try to, over a weekend, to actually go out, and whether it is walking outside or doing a trail run or just doing a 5 kilometer with Luan, it's just fun to be active, and it is healthier than, I don't know, maybe just exercising in the week. So that's my personal view on how I keep active. Eating habits vary sometimes, but I would say, yeah, if I'm less for something unhealthy, then I would give myself the pleasure of eating it, and then just telling myself that, okay, that was now the pleasure, now it's done for the day or for the next few days. I don't have a cheat meal or a eating clean day. I have done like a 40 days with no starch and sugar. It was really great. I really saw a big improvement in my body fat percentage. That was really awesome. And if I would ever want to work on my body fat percentage again, I would do that because it worked. And then another thing, ending off wellness, is also mental health. I think is really important. Whatever that means for you to keep yourself mentally healthy. I've recently downloaded this podcast app, and I just love listening to inspirational podcasts, especially Dr. Caroline Leaf, a Christian-based doctor, just actually taking the time out to work on your mental health rather than just waiting for your emotions and your brain to be at a place where it is exhausted and where you actually know you're in trouble. I think it's better to work on the preventative side of wellness. Moving on, Tapelo asked me loads of relationship questions, and I thought like I just did a video about that. But anyway, I think these questions are a bit more juicy. The first one is 3 words that describe my relationship with Bay. I would say maybe partnership and adventure and sincerity. I don't want to go into the detail of it, but those are really the words that do fit into the nature of our relationship. Yeah, that's what I think. And what is the longest time you've gone without communicating with Bay after an argument? Okay, so I think Luan and I, we are not really like, we are not big fighters. I think we established early in our relationship that for the communication to stop, that is really a dangerous place to be, when the communication stops between the two of us. So we've made a point of being very intentional that when we see there is conflict or when we have an argument, to really say that we sort it out then and there. If we have to sit in the car and talk it out until 2 o'clock in the morning, or if we have to be late for something, but whatever it is, we would just stop and figure out then and there. And I know it's not always possible because you are busy and life goes on, but I think that is really something that helped us. So then that obviously means when we apply that principle that we have not stayed cross at each other for a long time. So the question is, how long have we gone without communicating with Bay after an argument? I would say like a few minutes, like like never hours or days or weeks. That would just be like horrible. And then the last relationship one, have you been cheated on before? If yes, how did you find out? Okay, so I've never been cheated on before in a relationship. My relationship with Luan is the first relationship that I've been in, like serious relationship. But I do have a funny story about this. In grade 2, it was the in thing for a guy to ask a girl out. That basically meant that you got a chocolate on Valentine's Day and on your birthday, and that no other boy was allowed to ask you out because you're already going out with this boy. But no communication beyond the gifts. So I was asked out by a boy, and we just kept giving each other gifts until grade 5. And what happened in grade 5 is, I remember my friend ran to me during break and she's like, did you hear? He asked another girl out. And then my friend looked at me and I looked at her, and I just said like, okay, that's fine. I'll just find someone else like to give chocolates to on Valentine's Day. So I don't know if that counts, but that was probably the first and last time I was cheated on. I was asked, what embarrasses you the most? What embarrasses you the most? Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of things. I think, okay, so Luan helped me out. He reminded me that I think I am embarrassed the most by cheesy Afrikaans music. I don't know what it is. Afrikaans music. It's not that I hate Afrikaans music. I love some Afrikaans music. I love Karen Zoid and stuff. But like those cheesy Afrikaans music like Bokkie, Sokkie, Rokkie, Jippe, Druk. Ooh, yeah, no. Ooh, yes, sis. Okay, so I think that embarrasses me the most. Especially those songs that are romantic and that are about partying, because when I imagine Afrikaans people partying, it's like very common. And this is not to diss Afrikaans people. I am an Afrikaans person, y'all. But yeah, the music is just sometimes very cringe. Anyway, I probably offended a lot of people now. Then, a bit more serious, I was asked what was the main reason for me starting this YouTube channel. I really think this is a platform which I use to explore and have fun. Also having fun with the concept of a personal brand. And that's even not to say that I am trying to live off of my own personal brand, also to see what is my niche. I think if you look at my history of videos, you can really see that there is a wide variety of things going on. And I think, if I'm honest, that's really because I'm still trying to figure it out. I know that I'm very passionate about wellness and about fitness and a healthy lifestyle. I am looking into like what that would involve to creating a wellness website, but at the moment I'm just having fun. I'm exploring social media and YouTube and Instagram. So yeah, that's my answer. That's it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I would really appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and enjoy the rest of your week.